Today, let's talk about the definition of quadratic function. So, when we say quadratic function, it is a function that can be written in the form of f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a should not equal to 0. This is also called the second degree function since the highest exponent is 2. So remember in your Math 8, you learned about function notation wherein f of x is equal to y and it is a linear function. There are different forms of quadratic functions. First is we have f of x is equal to ax squared, where b and c are equal to 0. Then we also have f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx, where c is equal to 0. Then next we have f of x is equal to ax squared plus c, where b is equal to 0. Then the last one, we have f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is a complete quadratic function where a, b, and c are not 0. This is the standard form of quadratic function. So this is the standard form, or this also called the complete quadratic function. Now, let's have the examples of quadratic function. So, dito meron tayong mga example, then identify natin kung ano yung ating A, B, and C. So, let's have number 1. So, for example, we have here f of x is equal to negative 2x squared. So, identify natin ngayon kung ano yung kanyang A, B, and we have C. So, yung A natin dito ay yung ating quadratic function or quadratic term, which is meron siyang exponent na 2. Then, yung B natin ay yung ating linear term. Then, yung ating C dito ay yung ating magiging constant. So, yung ating A dyan, we have negative 2. Ito siya. Since wala tayong linear term and constant, ang ating B and C dito ay magiging 0 na lang siya. Next example, we have here f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x. Okay, so meron tayo ditong quadratic term and meron tayong linear term. Wala lang tayong constant or yung ating letter C. So, yung ating magiging A dyan, since meron tayong invisible one dito na constant, ang ating magiging A dito ay simply 1. Yung ating magiging B, which is the linear term, ay 4. Since wala tayong constant, ang ating C dito ay magiging 0. Now, let's have the example number 3. So, we have here f of x is equal to x squared all over by 3 minus 6. So, meron naman tayo ditong quadratic term. Then, we have constant. Ang wala dito ay yung ating linear term, which is the letter B. So, dito, meron tayo ditong coefficient na 1. So, we have the letter A, which is 1/3. Then, yung ating linear term or yung ating B ay magiging 0 kasi wala tayong linear term dyan. Then, yung ating magiging constant ay yung negative 6. So, yun yung ating magiging letter C. Next, number 4. So, we have here f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 5. So, dito sa ating quadratic function, ito ay complete quadratic function siya. Or this is the standard form of quadratic function. So, meron tayo ditong quadratic term, meron tayong linear term, and meron tayong constant. So, yung ating magiging a dyan ay yung ating quadratic term, which is meron tayong invisible 1 dito. So, we have 1. The next, yung ating linear term na magiging value ng ating b ay 4. Then, we have the constant or yung value ng ating c, which is negative 5. Then, we have the last one, which is we have f of x is equal to 2 minus 11x minus 3x squared. So, dito, nabali-baliktad lang yung ating mga terms. Pero, complete pa rin siya or ito ay complete function or complete quadratic function. Pero, hindi lang siya naka-arrange into descending order. So, ito pa rin yung ating magiging quadratic term dito. Ito yung ating linear term. Then, ito yung ating constant. So, yung value ng ating a dyan ay magiging, we have negative 3. Yung ating linear term, which is negative 11, ay magiging yung ating value of letter b. Then, yung ating constant ay positive 2. So, that's how to identify the values of a, b, and c of the quadratic function. The standard form of quadratic equation can be written in the form of we have f of x is equal to a times the quantity x minus h quantity square plus k, or this is also called the vertex form. So, kapag sinabi nating vertex, ito yung turning point of our parabola. So, kunyari, ito yung ating parabola. Ito yung ating vertex. So, ito magagamit natin into graphing quadratic function. So, ngayon, ito daw, itong example dito, gagawin daw natin na in the form of like this. Ito, or the what we call vertex form. So, to write this in the form of f of x is equal to a, the quantity x minus h quantity square plus k, let f of x is equal to y. Thus, you can write the function as y is equal to, we have x squared minus 4x minus 12. So, kung mapapansin nyo, itong ating given ay hindi siya perfect square trinomial. So, ang gagawin natin, gagamitin natin yung completing the square para magiging perfect square trinomial siya. Then, maging ganito yung kanyang form, which is the vertex form. So, itong negative 12, ilalagay muna natin dito sa side na ito kasama ng ating y. So, we have y. Yung ating negative 12 ay magiging positive 12 is equal to x squared minus 4x. Then, after that, i-apply lang natin yung ating formula for completing the square, which is we have negative or 1/2 b, then we have square. So, yung ating b dyan ay yung ating negative 4. Okay, so tingnan natin kung ano ba yung i-add natin dito na side din. Kapag nag-add tayo dito, i-add din natin doon sa kabilang side. So, we have 1/2. Yung ating bi, we have negative 4. Then, i-square natin siya. So, we have 1/2 times negative 4 will give us negative 2. Then, 2 square will give us, or negative 2 square will give us positive 4. So, yung positive 4 ngayon ay i-add natin dito sa side na ito. Then, dito rin sa side na ito. So, we have now, suburahin ko lang yan kasi hindi kasya. So, magiging ganyan na siya. Then, isi-simplify lang natin ngayon itong side na ito. So, burahin muna natin ito. Okay, so we have now y plus 12 plus 4 will give us positive 16, then is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. So, ito ngayon ay perfect square trinomial na siya. So, ngayon, gagawin natin siyang square of binomial. So, we have now y plus 16, copy lang natin, is equal to, ang gagawin lang natin is, get the square root of the first term, which is, we have x squared, or square root of x squared will give us simply x. Then, copy lang natin yung sign ng ating second term, which is negative. Then, kunin natin yung square root ng 4, which is 2. Then, yun na yung ating magiging square of binomial. Then, after that, ito ay ipupunta natin sa kabila para maging ganito na yung kanyang form. Okay, so we have y is equal to x minus 2 square. Then, yung ating positive 16 ngayon, ililipat na natin siya. So, magiging negative 16. Since sinabi natin kanina na yung f of x can be written as y, so ibabalik lang natin siya. So, we have f of x. Yung y gawin lang natin f of x is equal to, we have x minus 2 square minus 16. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ito ay naka-in the form of ganito na siya. Therefore, f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 12 is the same as we have f of x is equal to the quantity x minus the quantity square minus 16. Where yung ating a ay we have, since wala tayong constant dito, ilalagay na lang natin na 1 kasi invisible. 1 yun. Then, we have yung ating h. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung h daw natin ay yung nandito. So, we have negative 2. So, yung h natin ay we have negative 2. Then, yung ating k dito ay we have negative 16. So, yung k natin, we have negative 16. So, ganun lang write ng standard form of function in the form of f of x is equal to a times the quantity x minus h quantity square plus k. Now, let's have another example. So, ito, we have f of x is equal to 4x square plus 8x minus 6 ay gagawin natin in the form of ganito, or i-rewrite natin in the form of our vertex form. So, paano yan? So, i-let f of x muna natin as y is equal to, we have 4x square plus 8x minus 6. Then, after that, itong ating constant ay ililipat natin doon para ito ay maging perfect square trinomial. So, we have y. Yung ating negative 6 ay magiging positive 6 na siya. Is equal to 4x square plus 8x. Okay. So, after that, kung mapapansin nyo, itong ating given dito ay pwede natin siyang i-factor or meron tayo pwedeng i-factor out, which is yung ating 4. So, magiging ganito na ngayon yung ating equation. So, we have y plus 6 is equal to, i-factor out natin yung 4. Then, kunin natin ngayon yung, i-multiply natin sa 4 para makuha yung nasa taas. So, we have x square kasi 4 times x square will give us 4x square. The next dito ay 8 divided by 4 will give us 2. Then, copy x. So, 4 times 2x will give us simply 8x. Then, after that, gagawin na natin itong perfect square trinomial by applying yung formula natin na 1/2 b square. Okay, so yung ating b ay we have 2. So, 1/2. Yung b natin ay we have 2. Then, square. So, 1/2 times 2 will give us simply 1. Then, 1 square will give us positive 1. So, we have y plus 6. So, gawin muna natin blanco yan is equal to 4 times x square plus 2x plus 1. So, yung iyaan natin dito ay hindi siya 1. Kasi, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong finactor out kanina, the 4 doon. So, we have 4 times 1 will give us 4. So, yun yung iyaan natin ngayon dito sa ating kabilang side. So, after that, pwede na natin siyang isimplify. Then, ito ay isusulat na natin into the square of a binomial. So, ito we have y. 6 plus 4 will give us 10 is equal to, copy lang natin yung 4. Then, ito, ano yung square root ng x square? So, we have x. Then, copy lang natin yung ating sign of the second term. Then, yung square root ng ating 1 ay simply 1. Then, lalagyan lang natin siya ng square. Then, after that, itong ating constant dito ay ilalagay na lang natin siya into the other side. So, we have y is equal to 4 times the quantity x plus 1. Quantity squared din yung ating positive 10 ay magiging negative 10 na siya. Then, itong ating, since yung ating f of x kanina ay ginawa nating y, ibaliktad lang natin siya or gawin lang natin ulit siyang f of x. Then, i-rewrite lang natin. Square minus 10. So, yung ating f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 8x minus 6 is the same as f of x is equal to 4x or 4 times the quantity x plus 1 quantity square minus 10. Where yung ating a is equal to, we have 4. Yung ating h ay, we have positive 1. Then, yung ating k ay negative 10. Now, let's have another example. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating example ngayon ay in the form of vertex naman siya. So, the function in the form f of x is equal to a, the quantity x minus h, quantity square plus k, can be written in the standard form f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So, babaliktarin naman natin ngayon siya. Binigay ay vertex form. Gagawin naman natin siya na standard form na in the form of this. So, paano yon? Let's have the first one, which is f of x is equal to 4 times the quantity x minus 0, quantity square plus 0. So, para ito ay mailagay natin in the form of this. So, isulat muna natin yung ating 4 dito kasi unahin natin yung ating nasa loob ng ating parenthesis. So, kung papansin niyo meron tayo ditong negative 0. So, wala na itong silbi doon sa ating pagsisimplify. So, ika-cancel na lang natin siya. Then, ang naiwan ay we have x. Then, yung ating exponent na 2. Then, yung 0, cancel nyo na lang din siya. So, we have now, kapag sinimplify na natin ito, we have 4x squared. Okay, so yung ating a ngayon dyan ay yung ating nasa quadratic term, which is ito. So, we can say that a is equal to yung ating coefficient doon na 4. Yung ating b, since wala tayong linear term, ay 0. Then, yung ating c ay wala din, which is our constant. So, sulat lang natin ulit as 0. Next, let's have the second example, which is f of x is equal to 3 times the quantity x minus 0, quantity square minus 5. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung ating a, which is 3. Yung ating h ay negative 0 or simply 0 kasi wala namang negative na 0. Then, we have k as negative 5. So, i-simplify ulit natin siya. So, we have 3. So, cancel ulit ito kasi walang silbi yung 0. Then, we have x square, then minus 5. Then, pwede pa ulit natin yan i-simplify. Magiging, we have 3x square minus 5. So, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo ditong quadratic term. So, yun yung ating magiging a. So, yung a natin ngayon ay we have 3. Then, wala tayong linear term, ibig sabihin yung ating b ay equal to 0. Then, yung ating constant ay negative 5, which is yung ating magiging c. Okay. Next, let's have the last example, which is f of x is equal to 4 times the quantity x plus 1 quantity square minus 10. So, yung ating a dito ay 4, yung ating h ay positive 1, then yung ating k ay negative 10. So, ngayon, isi-simplify lang natin siya. Okay. So, we have, copy muna natin yung ating 4. Then, ito ay, isosolve natin siya. So, we have square the first term. So, we have x square. Then, next is multiply the first term to the second term. So, 1 times x will give us simply x. Then, times 2. So, we have positive 2x. Then, the last one is 2 square the second term, which is the 1. So, 1 square will give us simply 1. Then, just copy lang natin yung ating negative 10. Okay, so, after that, pwede pa nating ito, i-distribute lang natin doon sa ating nasa loob ng ating parenthesis. So, we have 4 times x squared will give us 4x squared. Then, 4 times 2x will give us 8x. Then, we have 4 times positive 1 will give us positive 4. Then, i-minus natin yung ating 10. So, we have now 4 minus 10 will give us simply negative 6. So, ito ay magiging negative 6 na siya. Okay, so yung ating final equation ay we have f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 8x minus 6. Wherein yung ating value of a will be 4. Value of b will be positive 8. Then, value of c will be negative 6. So, ganun lang kasimple magsulat ng standard form of quadratic function in the form of f of x is equal to a times the quantity x minus h quantity square plus k, and pwede ring in the form of f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So, kung meron kayong question or clarification, just comment down below and I will try my best to answer it.